I got this message recently from a subscriber, and I think it is a really important discussion for us to have. So let's jump into this. This person said, I hate Forex and crypto. I have wasted 4 years of my life trading. It's all a load of crap. I honestly don't know how I could be so bad at something. No matter what, the market is always against me. I spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours trading and practicing, yet I still get screwed every single time. If I buy the market, it will tank. If I sell the market, it will buy. It just doesn't make sense to me regardless of what style I trade. Wow, this is a loaded message, and it's Monday when I'm getting this, so my Monday morning was brought down a level when I read this comment. But I want to ask you guys, as I get started with this and give you my thoughts on it, let me know what you would say to a person in this situation. Comment it down below. I'm very curious to hear what you had to say. I put this on my Twitter this morning, and there was already, you can see some comments here. There's 12 comments of people with, I basically said, what would you say to this person? And in this video, I wanted to share my thoughts on this type of situation, as I actually get this type of comment very frequently in my channel, and also issue a fair warning to new traders who see something like this and it terrifies them. Like, for example, this person who says, I started trading December of 2024, and those type of comments are terrifying to me, as they should be. If you're a new trader, this is understandably going to be the type of comment that makes you super nervous. You're telling me somebody who's invested thousands of hours 4 years later is pulling their hair out and wondering if trading is even for them? I'm going to issue a fair warning in this video and also give my thoughts on how to react or how to respond to someone who's feeling this type of way. Also, this is not funny, but it's also hilarious. This person said, when I asked, what should you say to someone in this situation? They said, create 2 accounts and trade the opposite of the second account. Then if both accounts get liquidated, you need to look into the mirror and stare at yourself for 5 minutes. And also, before I share more thoughts on this, I wanted to make sure to give a quick plug to our Telegram channel. It is completely free to join, and inside of the Telegram, we're sharing daily trade markups and ideas on things like gold, indices, Forex pairs, and much more. If you're not already in the Telegram, the link is in the description down below. Like I said, completely free to join. Make sure you're in there. And also, we're sharing bonus content from this channel directly in our Telegram channel, as well as free courses and so much more. So make sure you're in there. So first of all, to this person or anybody who feels like they relate to this person, I just want to say we're not laughing at you. That joke that I just made was admittedly hilarious, but not meant to be at the cost of anybody, because trading is an incredibly hard, like so much harder than people ever expect. And I say that so frequently on my channel because I want to give a fair warning here before I share too many thoughts on this. If you are somebody who is new to trading and you are doing it for fun and you're doing it as a hobby and you're just kind of dabbling in trading, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Similar to me, who plays around with sports betting, but I bet like $1 per game because I know I'm never going to be a professional sports bettor, because I know how insanely hard trading is, and I know how insanely hard sports betting actually is to become profitable at and do so consistently. I am wise enough now, after learning how to trade, to know that other areas of things are very difficult to master as well. And I want to just say this to somebody who is dabbling in trading or just figuring out how to invest or trade and you know, just playing around with it. There is nothing wrong with doing that. But please understand, save yourself the tremendous pain, suffering, time, and effort that people like this get into, where it's basically, you know, years of your life that you have to be pretty much ready to commit to learn how to trade for this to ever even come close to yielding something. In fact, what most people do is they get into trading, they kind of figure they're pretty smart, they can figure something out like this pretty quick, and what happens is they tank a bunch of their money into the markets too soon before they're really ready to be trading at all. They lose thousands of dollars, and then they feel absolutely angry with themselves, and they feel like they need to get that money back. So for years after, they continue to chase that loss and try and get their money back, sinking themselves further into a deeper and deeper hole. Now, that was one of the most depressing things I've ever said, but it is the truth, okay? That's what happens in the trading space. It's really sad, and a lot of people just completely go broke trying to fix the mistakes they made by making more mistakes, like losing more and more money trying to fix their losses. It's really a dark concept. But the reason I want to share that opinion with you is that if you're somebody who's dabbling, totally okay. Do not put a large amount of money in the markets, because if you are just dabbling and you don't feel like you're committed to this fully, you know, there's people who are out there, they're into real estate, they're trying to become a doctor, they're starting their own business. There's just a million things out there. If that's like your first and foremost thing and trading is just kind of a secondary thing or a hobby thing or for fun, totally cool. You're probably going to lose money, but as long as you're okay with that, like, and you're not like, maybe you do make money, but most likely you're going to lose money. As long as you are accepting of that, you're not going to land yourself in this person's situation. By the way, this video is sponsored by Vantage. Vantage Markets allows traders outside of the United States to trade everything under one brokerage, pretty much. You can trade CFDs on stocks and indices, commodities, Forex, Bitcoin, literally a bit of everything. They also offer a generous welcome bonus to people who are viewing my YouTube channel. So if you'd like more information about that, click the link down below in the description to check out Vantage for yourself. Now back to the video. What happens to so many people, like I said, is they lose a ton of money because they dabble in trading, believing that they're smart, they can make a bunch of money. And when they tank a bunch of money, they start resenting the markets. They absolutely hate the markets because they feel they've been stolen from and they have to fight their way back. And all of that is the wrong reasons to be trading whatsoever. You should not be actively trading whatsoever unless you actively love learning about the financial markets. And I'm not talking about learning about how to make money. I'm talking about how to actually, understand what company financials are if you're a stock investor or trader, or understanding macro fundamental analysis if you're a swing trader or a Forex trader or commodities trader, indices, like actually getting to know and love what markets are, the mechanics behind the markets, what they actually are driven by, like why does the Fed do certain things, or when you're back testing, like you don't mind spending countless hours back testing a strategy or demo trading for a year plus just to figure out what you're doing in the markets. Like if that doesn't scare you, then great. But a lot of people hear that and they're like, no, I want to get into a live trading account. I want to start making some side income. If that's you, you should move on. Trading's not for you. I'm telling you what, trading is not for the people who are like, I want to start making some extra money. That's how a lot of us start. But for those of us who actually become profitable, it ends up being we find a absolute love and passion for learning about markets, risk management, trading strategies, back testing. That stuff is that is like the most fun stuff to me, and I do it all day long. You know what? When you're trading in the markets, you have to think about, if you're making money, who are you taking it from? The markets are not somewhere where you just take money from just a blank box, like you're taking it from somebody else. So for you to make money and take it out of the markets, who are you taking it from? Well, the other participants in the markets that are very good are super dedicated to this stuff. Whenever you're trading in the markets, you are competing with people who are highly professionals and absolutely have dedicated their lives to the markets. That's who you're trading against. You know how I know? Well, who does most of the trading volume in the world? Institutional traders. What are institutional traders? Retail traders that became so dedicated and crafty in this stuff that they took on client money and manage millions, billions, and even trillions of dollars of money, and they're moving that through the markets in and out. So when you try and take money from the system, you're competing with those guys and girls, right? Because at the end of the day, if you think you are better than them, smarter than them, most likely you're going to be sadly mistaken. And it takes years of dedication to get anywhere near those levels of skill. And again, that shouldn't scare you if you seriously love markets. But if you're like, well, I want to be making money within the first year, this is not for you. And again, I hate to say that and be the bearer of bad news. What I'm actually trying to do is I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or a naysayer or a gatekeeper or whatever. I get accused of those things, being pessimistic. I'm not trying to do any of that. What I'm trying to tell you is give you fair warning that if you're not willing to invest so much of your time and energy into this stuff, save yourself the heartache, save yourself the headache, save yourself the money, and don't touch the markets. But if you made it this far into the video, or 11 minutes in or whatever, and you still love markets despite my cautionary tale that I say over and over on this channel, then maybe trading is for you. Maybe trading is okay for you to learn. If you love the markets and you love learning about it and you're not in a rush to make a ton of money from them. Like if you could see 3 years from now you don't make any money, would you still be trading and just learning markets if for 3 years from now you didn't make any money? Let's say you didn't make any money, you didn't lose any money. Would you demo trade for the next 2 years, 3 years, if it meant on the other side you started to become profitable and maybe, make a couple percent per month on average? If that is not a scary thought to you, a couple percentage per month, by the way, most new traders think that it's reasonable to double your account every year, make 100% or 20% per month or something like that. That is all out the window once you actually take time to back test and learn this stuff. Firsthand how ridiculous that actually is. And if you believe otherwise, again, prove me wrong, send me a MyFX book link or a live broker login showing 20% plus per month averaged for multiple years, and I will happily claim you to be the best trader of all time. It's just unreasonable to think that that is appropriate to try and go for. Whereas real traders, profitable traders who I've had the pleasure of interviewing on this channel, many institutional traders, money managers, professional traders, they're shooting for a couple percent per month, and they're just slowly compounding and making it bigger and bigger. Meanwhile, the retail trading crowd gets such a bad rep because they're shooting for 10, 20, 30% per month and blowing their accounts left and right and just making the broker rich, right? So don't be that, right? Do the opposite. Do what people are not doing, which is approach and appreciate the slow and steady approach, not only in your risk management style, but your approach to learning the markets. Take the slow and steady route. Learn something every day. But for people who are like this, who have felt like they've thrown their life away into the markets, that I think also has a mindset shift that needs to be addressed. In fact, Forex James said something really good in response to this. He said, 4 years wasted or 4 years spent learning what clearly doesn't work. Trading is not something that just works. People can learn in months or they can learn in years. There is no one size fits all. You cannot just watch YouTube and expect to be profitable. True. I would ask, what did that 4 years consist of? Was it collecting data, perfecting 1 to 2 systems, learning market drivers, building a risk model, documenting market conditions and outcomes, journaling trades? I would assume not. Just like anything in life, enough correct steps will get you to the destination, but not if you're taking those steps with no roadmap, with no map, and taking every direction anyone tells you. Finally, I would ask if he truly believes he has done / is doing enough to be considered and to compete against the top 1 to 5% in the markets. Again, I would assume not. And again, that goes back to what I was saying about just who are you competing with? Who are you trying to take money from? You're trying to take it from people who are literally dedicating their lives to this stuff. That's why it's so hard. Markets are far less predictable than people believe they are. That is part of the trap to the retail traders. They believe they can call the shots of where the market's going to go next easily, and it turns out that it's way less easy than people think. Hope this video was helpful to you, and just completely honest with you, like, that's how hard trading really is. It is doable. It is a scalable thing, and it's a rewarding thing in the end if you are truly in it for the right reasons. Thanks for watching. Many traders don't know this, but a lot of trading profitability is dependent on you using the correct brokerage when you're trading. Remember that your trading costs are an input to your trading results. So what I mean by that is trading costs such as commissions and spreads and swaps and overnight holding things, all of that plays into your final results as a trader. And another huge thing that I cannot emphasize enough is you making a deposit into a brokerage account can earn you some significant trading perks if you use the right offer links. In the description down below, we have put together a collection of some of our partnered brokers that offer welcome bonuses when you make a deposit, free stock shares when you sign up, and access to some of our products for free. On our website, a1trading.com/brokers, that's a1trading.com/brokers, you'll see a list of free offers that you as a client to these brokers can get upon sign up and deposit. Do not make the rookie mistake of just signing up for any brokerage and not using a specific offer link. If you use our referral links, you'll get something out of it, and you'll also be supporting our work here on this YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.